Hey friends, my name is Wendy with Love and Stampin'. I'm so happy you're here with me today. So today's video is kind of a day in the life, catch up, cleaning your craft room motivation vlog. So, I do a video like this every once in a while on my YouTube channel. Some of you really love it, some of you really don't like it, and you're always sure to let me know. And basically what we're doing is we're probably going to do some crafting, which is all just going to wrap into the day in the life stuff, but I'm going to do just a really short, I'm going to try to keep it short. I'm kind of long-winded. If you're around here a while, you already know that. But anyway, let me give you an update on life. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say it's been a very long summer, a wonderful summer. We've had a lot of fun and done some fun things, but my daughter has been in competitive swim and it takes up a lot of time and energy. And then in addition to that, she started horseback riding. So that's been really busy. She's doing that 2 days a week. And she has an injury now from swimming. So now we're getting into the throes of like physical therapy and learning stretches and all that kind of stuff. And at the time you're seeing this, I think it will be, she's starting school next week. So we're like this close to the point that I'm going to have some sort of normalcy, some sort of routine and schedule. I don't know about other moms, but for me, like not having a normal schedule or routine is really, really hard on me. So I think because I'm running my own business, and then my passion right now, one of the other passions I have in my life is like trying to learn how to grow my own food, trying to learn how to preserve some food. So that's time consuming, like picking the garden and prepping and putting stuff away and making sure that nothing goes to waste, and just all the normal like cooking and cleaning and just all the normal life things are just, it takes a lot of energy. So Monday and Tuesday of this week, Monday I spent running around going to sports medicine stuff with my daughter. We had stuff to pick up from the fair because she entered photos in the fair. She did really well with them. And so we had to go pick that stuff up. And there was just Monday was just nonstop appointments, getting her places, doing things like that. I literally didn't even start working till 6 o'clock in the evening. And then yesterday was kind of some of the same thing. And just, I had my printer go out on me. It prints in black and white, kind of, but I only bought it 4 months ago, so I'm really aggravated with that situation. So I was trying to deal with that, and I just finally gave up because it was making me so angry that I was like, this is literally robbing all of my joy, and it's not worth it. So I just let it go. And I'm at the point with that where I purchased the $50 warranty for this stupid printer, but it's still under the manufacturer warranty. So the warranty I purchased won't even do anything. So I'm at the point with that where, and this is why my grandfather used to say, never buy a warranty. He used to say that. He used to say, don't ever buy warranties because of this exact reason. They're always some little kitschy catch thing. So shouldn't have bought the warranty. The printer itself was like $280. And of course I can't just go return it at the store because they have a 14-day return policy. Staples, I'm looking at you. This is a nightmare. So I need a new printer. I'm probably going to end up just going and buying one and chucking this situation up to a loss. I was trying to get away from having to buy big toner cartridges and do this new ink thing that they have, but I'm just like, I'm gonna have to go back to the toner cartridges and the regular printer. So that's what's happening with that. So, that kind of stuff just takes up so much time in your day, like calling people, waiting on hold, making appointments, all that stuff. So I didn't get much done yesterday. which brings me to today when I'm filming this, which is Wednesday. I'm filming this on Wednesday, August 3rd. And it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm just now getting into my office. I made dinner at 1:30 because I was like, I want to be able to go to my office and just be left alone and not have to make dinner or do anything else. My husband ended up working all night last night, so he got home at 3 a.m. this morning, and he has been sleeping off and on some today because he could get called out again tonight. So because of that, it like kind of throws the rhythm of our whole house off. Anyway, I digress. The bottom line is it's just been super hectic and crazy, and all I want to do is work, craft, make my stuff, do videos for you guys, all the things. Like, that's really what I just want to be doing. Of course, I do enjoy like running my daughter around and making sure she is having a really fulfilling teenage life. I want that for her. That's really important to me. So it's not that I begrudge any of that, but you know what I mean. It's just busy. It's busy and it's time consuming. So I've kind of accepted that I'm in this place in life where I have to just accept that there's going to be times that things are just nuts and crazy, and I have to just roll with it and make everything work the best I know how to do. So that's what I'm doing. So that brings me to my office today, this afternoon. And I'm just going to show you really quick, like, things are a mess, y'all. So I think we need to do a cleanup, and I always am loving to have you hang out with me for that. I've done 1 or 2 other videos with like cleanup where I'm cleaning and organizing my craft room. I don't know about you, but I watch other YouTube videos that like clean their house or stuff like that. They're cleaning videos and they always motivate me to clean. And if I watch like cooking videos that are like freezer meal videos and big family cooking videos and stuff like that, it motivates me to cook. I don't know why. Why does watching somebody else work make us want to do it? I don't know, but it does. So anyway, this is what's happening behind me. Yeah. Okay, I've got orders here I haven't even opened. This is all paper for our paper party that's coming up, the fall paper party. It's cut. It is labeled, so now it needs to have all the kits being put together, but in order for the kits to be finished put together, I have to finish all the cards. I only have like 3 left, so we're almost there, and Miss Deborah comes and helps with that. Every time I do a video and this cutter is in the video, I get asked about it. It was $500. It is amazing. It will cut 4 packs of designer series paper at one time. I bought it specifically for my paper shares. I will attempt to link it below this video. I am not an affiliate. I get nothing for this. I want to say this. I got this and then I had to return it and get another one because the first one would not like calibrate correctly and it cut off. It wasn't right. So I had to get a second one. So that was kind of a pain in the hookie. However, this one has been spot on. It's wonderful. I love it. I have no issues with it. You can cut an entire stack, like a whole stack of cardstock with it. I tend to split the cardstock in half. Like if I have a whole pack, I split it in half because I feel like it cuts a little better. But you get what I'm saying. You can cut a lot with it. So this is all retired product right here that is listed on my website for sale. So I don't know what to do with that. It just sits here because if I sell it, I need to package it and ship it. So that's a thing. And then down here is more paper party stuff. Sorry, it's really bright right there. But this is part of the paper party. This is part of the paper party. Then over here, I've got more boxes on the ground. These are gifts for my team members for attending On Stage coming up in November. There's catalogs here, but like this is all a junky mess. Here is the rest of the office where stuff is just a mess, piled up, not put away. I hate the way this looks. This big box is full of paper party bags from the summer, and I don't really know what to do with them. They're extras. So if you have any ideas for me on how I could use those, I would love it. These are new paper party bags, and we're just about sold out, which I'm thankful for because I don't want a bunch of those sitting around my office. So if you have ideas for this old situation, please tell me, because I have no idea. And they say Paper Party 2022 on them. I have not made that mistake again. My new Paper Party bags don't say that. They could really be used for lots of different things. They do have a designed logo by me, but they're not that. They're more with the theme. And then this is just normal crafty mess. I need to make 6 cards that are like thank you cards for my daughter's swim banquet that is coming up this weekend to thank the coaches. This is, if you've heard me talk about swim in some of my story time videos, I told you I kind of got roped into being part of the board and doing the computer stuff. Well, I opened my mouth at a board meeting and was just like, okay, let me back up. I didn't open my mouth at a board meeting, actually. At the board meeting, we made a decision that we are going to give a certain coach a certain thing, okay? It's a fairly large gift because he has refused to take any sort of payment all year. So we agreed upon this, and then there were some messages that went out between the board members, and it just started getting really complicated, and one of the people on the board started changing like what we had already voted on and decided, and I chirped in at that point and I was like, why are we making this so complicated? To which she basically replied, well, you do it then. And I was like, that's fine, I don't care. And I think she was expecting it to like kind of off-put me or upset me somehow or be like, oh, no, do what you want. But I was like, no, that's fine, I'll do it. So I got all the gift cards. I mean, I didn't pay for them. The board is paying for everything. So I got all the gift cards for the coaches. I did all the things, and now I'm going to make them thank you cards. So we have to do that today as well. So I'm just kind of like day in the lifing it with me. That's why I'm giving you the update of what was going on up till now, because it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm recording this, filming this, and I literally haven't touched anything in my office, but I have this whole laundry list of things that need to be done. So what is our plan? What is our plan? Our plan is this, guys. We are going to first do a tidy in here, so I feel a little bit more calm, because I like being in a space that's really cluttered and messy. I don't do well in that. Like I'm not productive in that kind of environment. I get very distracted very easily. All right, so what I do when I am in my office is I try to prioritize urgency. So I'm like, what has to get done first? Well, for my own mental well-being and productivity, the first thing I need to do is my tidy. A lot of you might be like, that's the last thing that I would be doing, because I know there's a lot of messy crafters who thrive in that environment. It doesn't bother you at all. I'm not one of those people. I cannot do that. So I have to have things tidy. So that's going to be first thing on our list. The second thing on our list is going to be the thank you cards for the coaches, because that is happening on Sunday. And I'm going to be gone most of the day Saturday, so I don't want to be rushing Sunday morning trying to get those done. So we're going to make those thank you cards, and they're going to be simple. I'm not going to like do something crazy, because let's face it, they're probably going to throw them in the garbage, right? So Wendy's not putting in maximum effort for these thank you cards, because you only, it just has to be a simple thank you card. That's what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to do that. We got to make 6 of those. Actually, I think we need to make more than 6. However, I'm waiting on one of the coaches to tell me what he wants to do for his junior coaches, so I'm not sure how many cards to make for the junior coaches. So they may not get a card because it's Wednesday and I haven't heard from the coach, and I keep hassling him and he is not responding. So we're going to make those. And then the third thing on my list is to finish my paper party cards. That I can't film for you because I could film you like watching me at an angle, but people who purchase my paper parties are the ones who get to watch those videos. So I can't film it for you and then try to sell it. That's not nice. So anyway, if you want to purchase the paper party, however, shameless plug, there is a link below the video for the fall paper party virtual. It's $39, so you can purchase it. And you get all the card kit videos, the PDF, the bag, the enamel pin, which are to die for cute, and we'll make sure you get treated right. So you get that fun stuff. You just don't get the card kits and the paper and all the other things. You don't get the big package. That was $89. So, and those are sold out. I don't have no more. Don't have no more of those. No more. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. So let's start tidying. I just can't stand this. So I'm going to pull this stuff out. There's probably going to be spiders behind here. So if I squeal like a monkey crazy person, then you know why. So I have this thing from Stampin' Up, this beautiful, beautiful gift that was given to us in Maui last year. And it's like this huge towel, and it's round, but it's fancy. It's got like these little tassel things on the edge that are white. Where am I ever going to use this? I don't know, because I'm not a fancy person. And whenever we go anywhere, it's always somewhere dirty. Like if we go to the lake, we go catfishing. We're not like lay on the beach, perfectly coiffed people. We're kind of, you know, in the mud people. So I've kept this because it's beautiful and I love it, but I don't know what to do with it. So if you have a suggestion on how I could use this, like what could I use it for, please tell me. But what I do know is it needs to go out of here. It does not need to be in here. So we're going to do that. Okay, this bag is my bag that I use to go from my house, or to my, from my office to my house, and from my house to my office, because it carries like my catalogs, my notebooks, all that kind of stuff. So that bag just can stay right here. I have a package of these Stampin' Up bags, which I've got a whole bunch of them over there, so I just need to put them back over there. Okay. Oh God. Okay, so I thought I was out of labels. Turns out I'm not. So I guess I should put those in my label drawer. Got a whole bunch that size. These catalogs I feel like can go on a shelf behind me. I'll show you that in a minute, but I'm just gonna pull this out and we'll rearrange that when we get to it. But for now I need to just move this. Oh, spider. Ah! You see what I'm saying? Spiders. Okay, and then I've got copy paper down here. This is gross. Who's even living like this? This is awful. I can't stand this. Okay, so this is now this corner, which I know maybe to you doesn't look that much better, but these bags get used all of the time. These are those big 31 bags, and I use those to take packages to the post office. So I legit use those probably three times a week. This mat over here is for when my back acts up and I need to stand on something soft. And then I just have this whiteboard that I want my husband to hang up, so I'm leaving it there. This pile is stuff that needs to just go to the shed and be stored for now because I don't know what to do with it. I did clean this whole area out, which was jam-packed full of stuff, and I added my yoga mat back there. You might be like, why would you have a yoga mat in your office? Well, because I have a spinal fusion, and so there's lots of times where I'm working and things start hurting really bad or they get really tight and I do need to lay down and stretch. And so it does need to stay in here because I actually do use that. Okay, so that kind of cleaned this area up a little bit. And that bag that's up top there is the one that's going to go in and out of the house on a regular basis. So it just kind of stays out. But for me, this looks way better. We don't have the boxes down here in front anymore. There's my Thieves cleaner. If you don't have an all natural cleaner that you love, highly recommend. And if you need to know where to get it, hit me up. So I'm going to finish cleaning around the bottom here with my Thieves cleaner, and then we're going to tackle this area, which I'm kind of scared about. Oof. All right, so this is the boxes that need to be unpacked. So before I can clean that other area that I'm scared of, which really this is just probably a procrastination tactic, we got to do two things. First of all, I need to clean up from my YouTube live on Tuesday. I still have all my stuff sitting out that I need to put away. So I'm going to put away my dies that are still sitting out. And, well, that's not true. I'm not going to put them completely away because I have to still design with them for my paper party, because the card that I'm doing for my paper party is going to be very similar to the one I did on my live. Not the same, but similar. So I'm going to leave some of the products out that I was using, but I do need to tidy this up and clean it up some so that it's just out of the way, because I can't stand it. It's going to make me nuts. So, putting away all the things. Isn't this a pretty color combination? I don't know if you guys can, hopefully it'll focus. Come on, focus, camera. Ugh. Anyway, it's early espresso, crumb cake, crushed curry, and pumpkin pie. I think that's so pretty for fall. Okay, there's some papers on the ground in a box. They are for the paper party. Our paper is packaged with a label on every one. So like this one has the card kit in it already. You can see we do labels on the front of every paper that has all the colors, the item number, how much it costs for a normal size pack, not just the sampler, and then the name of the paper. So this whole process is fairly time consuming. This one though is a huge chunk of, it's a quarter of a pack, but it was a 48 pack, so it's not going to fit in our little plastic sleeves. I will link to where I get my plastic bags below the video. And yeah, this one still is waiting on its card kit. So that's what's down here on the floor in the box. I have another box. What is this? Okay, this is, this is mini catalogs and July, this is from Miss Deborah's house. When I had COVID earlier in July, Miss Deborah came and picked all this stuff up from my office. Don't worry, we didn't interact, but she picked it all up. She took it home. She packaged it all. So if you got your catalog in the mail, you can thank Miss Deborah, because I was sick. So she handled all of that. But now I can throw these away because they're not needed anymore. So there's one box out of the way. Okay, now we've got all of this to deal with. I'm gonna get this box out of the way for the moment. I have lots of little random bags and containers like this that hang around because we need them. Like, if I'm being totally honest, we use them. Oh, you know what? I need to ship one of these to one of my team members. This is one of the Stampin' Up! Tumblers. Did you know you can buy branded merchandise from Stampin' Up! Now? Let me show this to you. This needs to be sent to my Patty, my friend Patty. But look, isn't that gorgeous? It's a tumbler, has a really nice tight fitting lid. It's insulated. Anyway, so she just recently lost her hubby. So I'm gonna send this to her. She won it as a gift. I forgot to mail it to her because what have we been talking about? Wendy's craziness. So I'm gonna get this mailed to her and set that aside. It'll remind me to do that. Hey friends. So it's the next morning. We did not get done near what I expected last night. I just hit a wall and I had to, well, a couple things happened, but we'll talk about that. However, the office looks a million times better, okay? So here's what I ended up doing with that big box of those bags is I ended up bagging them. Because what I realized was I'm still having people email me from my summer paper party saying they didn't get their bag because there was a little issue with shipping. So I thought I better hang on to these until I'm sure that all of my people that need them got them. I just stacked these up nicer. I cleaned all of this up here so it looks a little more organized. My desk is all cleaned off and organized, and I just have my planner and there's not junk everywhere. This area got all cleaned up. I do have this pile of stuff sitting here that I'm working through making decisions about, but it's okay because it's all together and it, you know, isn't like jammed into corners. This area over here looks a little better. Not a ton, but I was able to move those gifts over here and I got all my catalogs stacked up there. Everything got put away a little bit better. This area looks better, more organized, not junk everywhere. I put the dog beds back in place. So I have 2 dog beds here and 2 dog beds here because I have 4 dogs and they are often all in here with me. And then I did clean up this area here. It kind of was just scattered with stuff. And I poured myself an iced coffee. That's my go-to summer treat, and a beautiful glass of ice water. And now brought my laptop down here. Now I'm gonna get busy making those thank you cards. Okay friends, so what I did is I chose several blue colors. Blue green, I guess technically would be kind of this one. We've got Starry Sky, Pacific Point, Coastal Cabana, and Night of Navy. I just grabbed all of my strips and scraps that were in those cardstocks. And then I've got Basic Gray. And I've not made this card. I don't know, this may not be how it ends up, but we're just gonna start out. This is the idea in my head. So we're gonna try it. So we're scoring at 5.5 to just make a regular A2 size card. And then my idea is to just glue these strips onto here. Let's see, I think I'm going to use, you know what, I'm going to use my ATG gun for this because it's mass producing. So a lot of times when I mass produce, I'll use my ATG gun. I know you guys don't see me bring it out very often. It's really big and bulky, so it's hard to film with. It's not a Stampin' Up product. It's not something Stampin' Up sells, which I know for a lot of people, it's like demonstrators. It's like taboo to use product that's not Stampin' Up. But hey, listen, real world life stuff is that this thing makes mass producing really fast. So if you don't mass produce cards, it's not something I would like recommend because it's not really necessary. But if you do any mass production, it is definitely handy to have. You can, I'm sure you can find it on Amazon. I'll try to link to it below the video. But again, you see how gigantic it is. Like, it's huge. It's very bulky. So it's not something everyone would want to have in their craft room. I don't think, at least. Okay, and then we're just gonna do a Night of Navy strip, but these need to be cut down because I didn't have any strips that were like smaller. All I had were these wide scraps. And I don't really care like what the width of the strips, any of these strips are. I didn't really plan this. These are all like 1/2-inch strips. They're probably just from being cut off the ends of cardstock at some point. So that's how we ended up with like all these varying widths. So, you know. Okay. So we're gonna do one more. And I may change this. I may decide I only want to do 3. I don't know. I kind of... I don't know. Alright, so let's cut the ends of this off. So the team, our team color is like a royal blue. Probably like Pacific Point would be the closest color to our team color. But I just thought this was pretty. To me, it looks very like swimmy. So anyway, that's what I went with. And then I'm using these dies. This is the Amazing Thanks dies. And they're these big puffy letters for the outside. So I'm going to use the Smoky Slate. We're going to see how this looks. I may change my mind. And do a different color. But I just wanted to keep these cards fairly simple. I didn't want to do something that was going to be overly complex because I have to make so many of them. And as I said yesterday, as part of this video, I said that I'm not going to do something that's like super crazy and elaborate and really artistic when I know most of the people are probably just going to throw these away. I just can't bring myself to do it. It's like if I know somebody doesn't know the effort that goes in and they're just going to toss it in the trash, I have like some sort of issue with that. I just can't spend a bunch of time on, like one of my team members and friend, Katina, she keeps everything I make. So if I'm going to like spend a bunch of time making something really complex, I would do it for somebody like her because I know I've been to her craft room and she has stuff hanging up that I've given her. So I know that she like values it and understands the time of work, the amount of time and work and energy that went into it. Maybe I shouldn't be like that. Maybe I should just be like, whatever, it doesn't matter if they throw it away, they throw it away. But I don't know, when you spend like an hour making something, it's hard to just toss it. So, or it's hard to think of somebody just tossing it. So I'm going to use my tweezers and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not doing this for all of these. What I'm going to do is stick some of my white cardstock onto an adhesive sheet that Stampin' Up sells. And I'm going to cut cut it from an adhesive sheet so I don't have to do this glue method for all of these, because no, I don't want to do this for each one since there's so many. So using an adhesive sheet will make it go way faster. Oh, that looks really pretty. Isn't that pretty? I just love the way like die cut words look. I wish Stampin' Up! Carried way more of them because I would buy them all. So then this is just gonna go here. I think that looks really nice. And then we'll just use dimensionals to pop it up so that it's not flat. I would recommend using mini dimensionals because otherwise you're going to have to cut your larger dimensionals in half to make them work, which is fine, you can, but I'm just saying this is faster. Even with the mini ones, there's areas these aren't going to fit, I don't think. So I am going to have to just like, so what I'm going to do is take my scissors and just trim. Maybe I'm going to glue all this flat on the next one because again, I have a lot of these, so I do not want to spend half my day making these, is what this is boiling down to. I have 100 other things I've got to get done today, and so I can't, like, this is already too tedious to do this. So I think what I'm gonna do on my next one is just, I'm gonna die cut all of the words on an adhesive sheet. And by doing that, all I'll have to do is pull away the backing paper and just stick it down and it'll be done. And then on the inside of the cards, I'm just gonna write, you know, like, thank you for all your amazing support and coaching this season. Something like that. Because it's not from me. These gifts are not from me. These gifts that we're giving out at the banquet are from like the team. So I won't be writing personal notes. So that's it. I think that's really pretty. Really simple, really pretty, and I can mass produce these quickly. And normally I would put a piece of cardstock in here to like write on, but I'm not even gonna do that. I am gonna stamp the back with my logo, and then I'm gonna write all the info, or maybe I shouldn't stamp the back. Yeah, I can stamp the back with my logo. That'll be fine. And then I'm just gonna write the messages, put the gift cards in, and these will be done. So I have to make like 14-ish of these. So I'm gonna crank these out, and then I'll be back with you to kind of wrap up this video. Okay, friends, I wanted to show you really quick how this works because I've been die cutting, and these all have the sticky on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I still need more of those. So 6 plus 9 is what, 15? So I have 7, so I need 8 more. So we're gonna just cover this whole piece, but I want to show you, this is the adhesive sheets. It comes like this in a pretty big pack. They just are called adhesive sheets. There's 12 sheets, and so it's a pretty substantial pack. I have several packs, and what I'm going to do is just pull a whole strip off. Its adhesive is on this side, and I'm just going to line it up to the edge and put it down, and I'm just not going to worry about this little piece hanging off. However, you don't want to like smush it down on your work surface unless you have like a work surface like this where I can just get the adhesive right off. You just want to be careful. But I'm just gonna separate these strips just a tiny bit so that I can cut them apart, and I'll show you why, because they got to go through my mini trimmer. And then I've got one more. So these come off in thing of 3. This is gonna go over the edge here, right here. That's okay. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this whole section off with some of the paper, because if you use your scissors directly on this adhesive sheet, it is just gonna gum them up and make them a mess. So don't do that. So, and then I need to remove this little strip right here. But again, I can't just cut onto the adhesive sheet because it will just destroy these scissors. I mean, I could put them, I can put the scissors like in Goo Gone and get the adhesive off. It's not that it won't come off. I just don't want to mess with that. I'm busy. I got stuff to do. Ain't nobody got time for all that. So now I'm just going to cut these apart because I want to use them in my mini Stampin' trimmer. All right, small interruption. Hubby just got home from work. So really quick, now I'm just gonna run these through, cut them on this side, run them through my machine, and they're already gonna have adhesive on them. All I'll have to do is pull the adhesive off the backs of these and stick them right on the card. So I'm gonna finish all these cards up. Miss Deborah's gonna be here in like 10 minutes to start helping me with my paper party stuff. So I think that's the end of this video. I wanted to just show you kind of a day in the life. Ended up being like 2 days in the life. Doing our best to keep up with all the things. Gonna finish these cards, gonna finish the paper party cards, and yeah, we're gonna get it all done today, friends. Today is my day. I hope to see you guys again real soon. Thanks for hanging out with me on this crafty blog, or vlog, I should say, excuse me. And I'll catch you again. Bye-bye.